Hey guys, it's Meme and my trusty sidekick.
Old Weenie is here. Welcome to the Thursday Night Live show, the Crafty Sidekick Shenanigans. She's hanging out on the other side. We'd like to be with you tonight on Thursday night. If you have not done so, we hope you'll join the Meme Made It community and subscribe to our channel. Also, there's the thing we love for people to do, and that's what we call Weenie the video. In other words, just give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Everything you see used in the show tonight can be purchased in our online craft store at www.mememadeit.com. So anything you see that strikes a nerve or gets you excited and you want to have it, Miss Tamitha will post the links. She's here with us tonight doing all the links for all the items that'll be available in the show. So just watch for her to post those for us. And we're excited for you to be here. Thanks for joining us. We'll get right after it. May.
I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. I got to tell y'all, we've had some new subscribers join the Made It family, and there's been some questions that I wanted to answer really quick. Some of them are, when do you have your videos? So I want to kind of tell you really quick. I want to run through when all our videos are. So let's start at the beginning of the week. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. By the way, most of these are goals. Some of these are set in stone, but most of these are goals. Okay. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we put up a short video of some kind of tip or some kind of idea or some kind of crafty thing that you can enjoy. On Tuesdays at 2, we do a live stream, and we typically do a craftique right after nights at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We do our regular live show. On Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, you'll get our filmed video. And on Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, you'll get two things. On YouTube, you get our prayer map video, our card maker's prayer map. And on our webinar, which is done a little different, starting in July, there's a Bible study. Now, I almost missed out this one. On my sewing channel, you'll get us on Friday mornings at 10 a.m. Who has time for all this?
I don't know how you do it. I got to be honest.
I don't know either. And sometimes I don't. That's why I said they're goals. So those are the goals. And I hope you guys are able to catch everything. If you're not seeing my content, there's been some changes in the way content is shared. And I learned about some of them this morning I did not realize. So it's important I tell you this. When YouTube is putting out our content, they're kind of paying attention to how it's watched. And if it's watched, they share it more. And if it's not, they share it less. So like if you love my content and you're subscribed to me and you want to see it, try to watch it. Like try to say, hey, I'm watching this video. I want to see it. And that way it can let YouTube know you really enjoyed, and you'll get to see more and more of my content when it comes out. If you're not seeing my content, here's what you need to do. You need to sign up for our email list, because every time I put out a new anything, Tamitha sends out an email to let you know, because that is the only way so far we have figured out how to let everybody know when we're doing something. So be sure to do that. The other thing we wanted to mention is thank you so much for all of our new members. You guys, we talked about members last Thursday. We had 60 new members sign up. Incredible. Thank you so much for that. If you're not familiar with what memberships are, YouTube gives us an opportunity to have members. And I've had people who've been members to our channel for like over 50 months and they got nothing for it. And I felt bad about it. And I've decided we're going to do something for those folks. And then new members joined. So we want to welcome new members. And I want to tell you, we'll be doing bi-monthly craft alongs, and I'm doing behind the scenes. I've posted a couple of things and it's kind of fun seeing what you guys think. I did a little video a while ago. You'll see later for some behind the scene things. And I love that. The other thing I was going to tell you about, what were the other questions we had? There was one more. What was it? Oh, make it go round. If you want to attend the Make It Go Round that we're having during Craft-a-CROPolis, that ticket is purchased on the Meme Events site. So anything we do class-wise or event-wise is done on memeevents.com. I know some of you guys are like, we know all this, but I've just got some people asking questions, and I just want to kind of get this out there for everybody. So if you're looking for classes or event information, that's all on memeevents.com. Okay, so everything's kind of broken out. If I think of anything else during the show, I'll let you know. Tonight, what I want to do, many of you guys know that whenever we have 2 stamp clubs and whenever one releases, you get to see samples that are made for you by Miss Geneva and Miss Opal. Many of you have gotten to meet them in our store when they're working in our store or when they're teaching, but they make beautiful samples. And every time I design a stamp set, I have a thought in mind when I'm making it. And I don't share that thought with them, but number one, I don't want to derail their creativity because they're very creative and let them do what they do. But then I always have an idea of what I want to do. Well, this set, I had an idea and I wanted to bring it to you tonight. This guy right here is called Pawsitively Presley because it's named after my baby weenie dog named Presley. She's my youngest, my newest weenie dog. She's 3 years old, but she's my youngest and my newest. And she's a beautiful little girl. And so we have not done a weenie dog set around her. And I'm going to make this statement. Here's why I did it. I did a weenie dog set about our first weenie. Her name was Trixie, and that stamp set is called Trixie's Valentine. And I am about 99% confident this is my last weenie dog. And so what I mean by that is I'm not going to be adding to the fold. This is going to be it. I feel like the older I get, the less I need an underfoot dog. And it just worries me a little bit because she can trip you without you knowing it. So Presley's going to be our last weenie baby. And we're going to, who knows how long we'll have her. We hope forever. But that's why I wanted to do another stamp set. So we've got our first one and who will be our last one. We're not adding to the weenie fold. You agree with that?
Yep.
And you might be like,
Pop's is getting way too old.
That's only two. No. Presley is our fifth weenie dog we've had.
Or sixth.
Fifth or sixth. I saw not long ago her trip you and me go, she's a little too small for that. So we also didn't realize until we got Bean, the difference in size, how Bean doesn't trip you. Like, Bean's around you. So we're like, we're gonna go away from the small dog. So Presley's gonna stay with us. And so here's her little stamp set, and I'm excited about that. So a couple of things I have to tell you about the stamp set. No big deal here, okay? Except, do you see? Yeah, I don't want y'all to think that she's gone or anything. She's not. She's still with us. She's perfectly fine. I'm just not going to be adding to her. And if I say I'm going to, y'all don't let me. Okay, so this weenie dog right here is made to be in half. But, and I've told y'all this before, I try to cram so much onto my stamp sets for you guys that sometimes the stamps will bleed into each other. And this one did that. Is you just slice right between here and it separates your two weenie dogs. Okay. So I just wanted to show you that. I love the stamp set. Let's play. Shameless plug for Stash Stacks. Why do you not have these in your craft room yet? If you have not bought these, we still have some in our store. These 8.5 by 11, and this is the one that's like an inch or inch and a half.
I think they're an inch and a half.
Or that one's an inch and a half. I'm just going to tell you something. I planned my project this afternoon. I put it all in here. We're going to sit here and put it together, and then I will be able to use this for something else. I just love it. Okay, so here's our project. I imagined creating a gift card holder. How slow can I say things? With the Pawsitively Presley stamp set when we first started. I just think this will be cute. So I did a little bit of prep work. But I'm going to show you how to do the prep work as well, because I want you to know how to do this when you leave here tonight. And also, we are going to have the measurements for you. I sent those to Tabitha earlier. So if you're like, I need the measurements, don't stress. I got them. All right, so let's get started. Here's what we're going to do. First thing we got to do is find our brown paper. I'm just bragging about how great this is, and I hid my paper from me. Here's my brown paper. The first thing I want to do is I want to create a weenie dog head and tail. Okay, that's the first thing I need. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. Wow, my camera's wanting to focus crazy. Let me see if that is on me. I don't think it is. We're going to let it. We're just going to see if my hands need to be in the picture. There we go. Okay, so we're going to create a weenie dog head and tail. Here's my head. Here's my tail. I'm going to just be using some VersaFine Onyx Black because it's pigment ink. It'll be fine. So I'm going to ink this up just like so. Apologize for the blurriness. I don't think I have it on auto. I don't really know how to change it. I don't think I've ever changed that on here. Nope. I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to stamp this little weenie dog head in brown. And you guys know this brown stripe is a solid for me. If I need brown, I'm not going to just use brown. I'm going to use a stripe or a plaid or something because I think it's cute. But if you just want to use brown, go for it. All right, so there's our head. Let's do our tail. You can do this from scrap. This is a 6x6 I'm using tonight, and this is the second one that I'm getting out of here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have to cut these guys out. You could use the SVG if you wanted, but for the look I'm going for, I need to actually cut these guys out, Okay, super easy to do. They're mostly long bodies. They're very easy to cut out. So I'm just going to do this number. And I'm not going to cut him all the way. Through the magic of television, I already have some cut, but we're just going to kind of do this number to let you know what I'm talking about. So I'm cutting right to their edge. Because like I said, I need them to just be a weenie dog. Okay, so you'll cut these guys out. Let me show you what that'll look like. That will look like this and this. So we have a head and a tail, right? Now, the next thing I did was I took...
That's a long weenie dog.
It is. I took the head and the tail again, okay, and I got a piece of celebratory cardstock. Look, let me show you. This came from Hip Hip Hooray. This is the greatest paper. Like, anytime I'm like, what paper can I use? If we have Hip Hip Hooray, I can get what I want out of it because I can get bright solids and patterns, and I can get party theme stuff. So I had Amber pull what we had in the store and put online because I think we were about out of the 6x6 over there. So there's some if you want to pick it up. This thing's really good for this. So that's what I'm using tonight. So what we're going to do, look, I already got one right there. Now I need another head and tail. And these guys need to be in our color and I don't have to have the head. I just really need the body here. So there's the body. And then I'm going to need the little tail. Yes, Tamitha has the measures for tonight's project. When you see the card and everything, she's already got that. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a sweater for our very long weenie dog. Okay. So on the body up here, just going to cut around and get this guy off. I don't have to fussy cut the head here. Okay. All I have to do is fussy cut where I want my sweater to be. So let's say I want my little sweater to kind of go under the neck and curve up. This is what I'm doing. I don't need that little head. Okay. We're just doing some paper piecing. And I'll cut out this side. I'll decide on, length and all that stuff as we go. We'll talk about that in a minute. Then I'm going to cut right down here. And here's what you got to do to make this work. We do not need that paw in our way. We want that paw to go away. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to cut up, across, and down. And I'm going to bring it up so you can see what I've done. I'm just taking that little paw out, and you don't have to be perfect. I'll show you. This paw is away, and we've left our little opening for the paw to fit through, right? Like if it was a sweater. So now this guy will go on top of this guy, and his little paw will still stick out, and he'll have his little sweater on. Isn't that cute? Love that. Now, this is too long. I'll get to that in a minute. Now, back here, I want his little hiney to stick out, right? So I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to cut from the front, just like this, down both sides. Who loves to paper piece? I love the look of paper piecing, and I don't mind doing it, but I love the look of paper piecing. So I'm going to leave that little tail there. I don't need it, and I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to size this up. If I line this up exactly, I have that little bit of tail showing, but I really want more than that, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut away some of this just because I don't need it. Then I'm going to cut another section away because I want my sweater to have like a cuff at the end, to have like an ending point. So here's what we got. We got this little body. We'll line it up like so, okay? Then this little piece I'm going to turn over so I get the solid side on the other. And I'm going to flip it down like this so that my weenie dog sweater, oh, I've got it backwards. Let me do it this way. So that my weenie dog sweater has a little cuff at the end. Isn't that cute? So it kind of ends. Yeah, love it. Okay. All right, I'm going to move these away because I made one earlier, and I'm just going to use that one just because I've already done the work. Oh, I do need my little wings. I need my little wings. Okay. So we'll talk about these pieces in a few minutes. Let's glue this together so you can see how cute it is. So you can see how precious it is. My glue gun got some workout done in the last 2 days, y'all. I've been filming Saturday's video, which I will give you a sneak peek of, and I will tell you about because I don't want you to miss it. Because I'm just going to tell you something. I've been on YouTube a long time. I did the math. I've been on YouTube 14 years, and I've never made the project I'm bringing to you Saturday night. I don't even know how I've never made it before. Never knew it existed before. How about that? Never knew. All right, so there we go. We've got our sweater on, and I love how its little foot comes out the sweater. Isn't that cute? I did not, but if you wanted to take your memento pen and run around the edges, you could. I don't even see one over here. I think it's on the other desk, but if you wanted to, you could. Then here's the piece I cut for the tummy. So that's going to get glued down like that. Cute. Isn't that cute? I know. I don't know how I had never heard of this project before. Never, ever, ever. It popped up in my YouTube feed, and then I started Googling, and I'm like, how have I never done this before? We did it. So Saturday night, and I'll give you a sneak peek before we leave. Y'all don't let me forget. All right, and then I've got this little cuff. It's not a cuff. What is that? Waistband?
I guess.
Feels like a cuff because this feels like an arm. This weenie dog just feels like a big long arm, doesn't it?
Bobby wants to know, do your weenie dogs wear sweaters?
Presley likes a sweater. They haven't all liked sweaters. Trixie would put one on, but she would give me this mean face whenever I'd put it on her. She didn't love it. Lizzie wasn't much on a sweater. I don't know. I think Presley's probably the only one who would put one on and leave it on. But the problem with Presley is she's big chested, so she has a hard time. Her little chest protrudes so forward, and to get one that fits her body and her chest is so impossible. So
She's the thickest of the weenie dogs we've had.
but mostly here.
She's almost, I know she's not, but it's almost like she's part standard.
She's very, very
Because she's
thick. Very thick.
she's bigger than any of the other weenie dogs we had, but
She's a
not
big
what
girl.
you would say is normally the standard size.
Yep. But she's all right. All right, check this out. This piece of cardstock. This piece is 3 3/8 by 5. Don't worry, all the measurements are in the description. I scored it at 1/2 inch at the top. Okay. We're going to use that to our advantage in a minute. But in the meantime, we're going to put this weenie dog up here. I have to tell y'all, this was 100% inspired by a quilt pattern. I love so much this quilt pattern that I've seen floating around Pinterest where they do the head of the dog at the top, the body wrapping around. Of course, they do a lot more wraps than this. And then its little tail down here. Are you kidding me? Look how cute this is.
Adorable.
Is that so, so cute? It's going to get better. Stick around. So this is where this guy's going to live. Okay. If she's an in-between wing. I'm going to glue him down. Just like this. Making sure I'm not gluing him onto my little 1/2 inch score at the top. So we're down from there. We're good. Him or her, I don't know. You know what I can't do? Crochet. Cannot do it. I have tried and tried and tried. That is one craft that eludes me every time. We tried to learn how to knit too. Couldn't do that either.
I see that head. Do you see yourself on right here?
Okay. Now then, yes, we do have little guests. If you hear noise in the background, they have a show. They're watching Junior Bake Off, but they're also crafting, so you can hear some noise over there. Let me get my cloth to my lap.
In a minute.
Hey, Addy, can you go turn that down for her, please?
You know how to turn the volume down?
Okay. So, look how cute that is. Now, here's what you have to do, okay? On the back of this guy, we'll turn it over. Remember, this is, she probably doesn't know how, Shannon. This is the piece that's going to adhere it to our card in a minute. But look, I cut this extra piece to go back here because I need it to be not so busy to show off the rest of my weenie dog. So I'm going to glue this piece down. Again, all of these measurements are in the description for you.
That's good.
You heard a giggle. Yeah, don't touch anything, okay? You'll turn us all off, and everybody will be like, "Where'd they go?"
I'm on YouTube, so she can't mess you up.
Oh, okay. Last thing we need is for her to be the
I
producer
can mess
tonight.
this up on YouTube.
Okay, so check
We'll
this
fix
out.
it.
This is what we're looking like. Okay. Then let's put the rest of our wing on. I have 2 more bodies. By the way, I didn't show you this. This is the body pieces. Okay. So I just stamped these and cut out some body pieces. All right. Now, what I want to do is I want to look to the side because I want these to wrap around where they should be. So here's this wing here, and here it comes around the front. This body piece should be between them. It's not going to have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect, but I'm going to put this little body piece back here like it's wrapping around. Okay. So I'll just hold that there. And I'm going to apply some glue to this side. Like so, and slide this into that glue. I keep putting my cloth down. pick up the excess glue. Then I'll come over here to the other side. And I'm only gluing the edges here. And you guessed why, didn't you? Why am I only gluing the edges, you guys? Do you know? You know why. You see it coming, right? All right, so you see wean, wraps, wraps, and now here. So let's put our other one on.
Wraps, wraps, wraps.
There you go. You figured it out. All right, so then I lost where it goes. Right here-ish. That's going to go like that. That's going to go like that. I just think this is going to be cute. All right, let's let that dry. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take this piece, okay, that's going to hold our little flappy piece like so, to be like a little mat for our little flap. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down.
It's so cute. It's so cute.
You like it?
It's so cute.
Then get that glued down nice and straight. Should have used my little trick. Did y'all see this trick I did for y'all the other day? Did you see this so you could line it up perfectly? I should have used it. I just didn't think about it. I could have done that, but I didn't. Okay. All right, so here's this. And so now what happens is this guy opens like this, and we need to put another piece in here to write on or put another picture or something. But watch this. Hope this works. Haven't tried it. We're finding out together. This guy will live right in here like this. Oh, it's plenty snug. I was telling Shannon I might have to put something there to hold it, but that is plenty snug. That's not going anywhere, especially in an envelope. But isn't that cute to open it and see that there? Let's put a piece here and then let's stamp. Let's stamp first and then put a piece there. How about that?
Cute.
All right, so let's use this guy. I'm going to cut it the same size as this one, which I do believe was 3 1/8. Let's measure. Oh, wait, I have my little cheat sheet. 2 7/8 by 4 1/2. Let's do 2 7/8 by 4 1/2. And then let's do some stamping on here. Let me make sure that's going to be right. That's going to look good. That'll be good. All right. You might want to say something about happy birthday. So let's go back to the stamp set. That's what you want to say? Happy birthday, my friend. How about that? My friend.
Friend.
Friend. So let's go happy right here.
Happy birthday to you.
Just want to say welcome to all of you watching on Facebook. It's glad to have you with us again. Through the miracle of technology, we get to broadcast on both places at the same time. So if you're watching on Facebook, thanks for joining us.
Happy birthday. I like this font. I don't know if y'all noticed. We like painstakingly pick this stuff out, don't we? How many fonts do we go through? You see how this one kind of looks like bones? That's what it kind of gave us the feel of it. I cannot tell you how many fonts we went through before we picked this one. And this is my friend.
Happy birthday, my friend. Your friend.
Little country.
My friend.
My friend. Happy birthday. Then we're going to take this, move this aside, and put this guy into our card. Gives us a place to sign here, but you have another place. Just wait. Bobby says that. Read Bobby's.
Yeah, she said, I'd take a Mama gift card wrapped in a weenie dog for my birthday.
I would. That's a pretty good gift. Anything wrapped in a weenie dog. That's how I feel about it. All right. This closes down. It covers that up. Then look. How many of you guys have these? And if you don't, why not? Do you know how handy these are? I'm going to show you. I'm showing you these two boxes. We have like 10, 12 different styles of these in the store. I'm showing you these two boxes because I want to show you what I was able to pull out of them. Go back to my stash box. And in here, right here, are 4 different card options that we can use. And I want to show you why I love these. Okay. You've got this, right? Look at this one. Glue it on top of here. Instant card. Okay. See the heart on the back? If you don't want the heart on the back, cover it up. Instant card. I do it this way. And then the back of your card has a rainbow on it. Okay, that's an option. Look at this one. I think this is so cute. And they're double-sided. So look, I can do this side, which is super cute, or this side, which is super cute. These are so handy. I'm not digging through paper after paper, or I'm not cutting almost full sheets of 6x6 to cover up my cards. And my design goes edge to edge. Isn't that cool? All right, look at this one. I think it's cute too. Isn't that adorable? That might be one of my favorites. I think that's cute. And then on the back of this one, same thing. So this one's folded in half. And then look at this one.
Oh,
It's so cute. You see that pattern?
super cute. Yes.
So stinking cute.
I like that one.
And look at the back. I don't know. The stars are really cute, aren't they?
No, not really.
Y'all like that? I think my favorite one is maybe this one. I mean, everybody's going to have a different favorite. Let's lay these down and see which one we like. All right, we'll let you guys vote. What you got is burst, dot, swash, diamond. Yeah? So
Which
pick the
one
one
is
you like.
diamond?
This is diamond.
Yeah, I choose diamond.
So we've got burst,
Addy diamond.
dot, swash, diamond, and swash. I think this is the better color. So we'll do this side. Swash.
But
Diamond.
if you put it all the way over to the edge on the one with dots, it looks like balloons.
It does. You mean put it like that? That's a cute idea. I've never done that. That's cute. I would only think to put it in the middle, but you could do it like that.
That's cool.
I mean, it's just, you know.
Dotz is getting a lot of votes. A lot of votes. Look at Dot. Do you think Dot is the most?
I think diamond's winning.
Do you?
No, but you know.
Oh,
Addy
voted
said
for
diamond. So diamond.
Diamond.
how about this? We won't mount it. I do want to mount it. I think I
Diamonds
want to
are
mount it
the
to that
best
corner like
thing.
Vince said. I think that's cute.
I think, you know, every once in a while, Weenie has a
We'll
good
do something
idea.
different every now and then. Here we go.
I mean, it wouldn't kill you to do my idea every once in a while,
Every now and then.
On the back.
even though mine are usually boring.
The
I'm gonna
back
put it
is super
right up
cute.
here in this corner, and then hi, banging me on the shoulder. Okay, and now we have created our little card. So check this out. You give this to a friend. There's a gift card inside. Happy birthday, my friend. You open it up in here and you can write, or just give this little piece. Do it on a tag. Oh, y'all gonna see that. This would be a cute tag, wouldn't it? To just make this section in a tag. I think that'd be cute. All right, that is our craft tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to
Hold
pick
on,
up.
Grams. Can I show
Pause-
them
Not
something?
right now,
Not right
Doggone.
now.
Be sure to pick up Pawsitively Presley if you're interested. I think this is a cute one. Also, I wish I had the samples. Do you remember where they went? They are so cute.
Pop it.
Let Shannon get the samples, and then we'll show you the samples that were made the other day. Hey, wait, don't. You're yelling. You're yelling because you got both of your pods in. Okay, go over there and finish your paper chain, okay? Thank you. Oh, she don't want to listen anymore is what she said. She done listening. Okay, so check these little, if you haven't seen the samples, probably most of y'all have. Look right here. This is so cute. So this little card, I don't know if Miss Geneva or Miss Opal made which ones. I never know who to give credit to. But check this out. This guy stands behind this weenie dog. It is so cute. I'll show it all the way around. The
That's
little,
adorable.
and it's a little easel card. It is so stinking cute. There's that one. And then you can put the bow back on it for decoration. The bow holds it shut,
We're not showing it.
but you can sit it back on it. Isn't that cute? And she put, it's been too long, friend, my friend. Too cute. There's that one. Then look at this one. This is too cute too. Watch this. Watch this. Isn't it adorable? So
That's
cute.
cool,
Does this
too.
come forward? No, it goes back. So cute. So you have, it looks like just a tiny wing. Yeah. And she popped the ear up. She added an ear on there and popped it up. So cute. And then this sample, she doesn't want to listen to it anymore. She's talking about the show she's watching.
She
by the
had
way.
earpods in.
Yeah, she had AirPods in.
Yeah, it
And
was the
she was
show she
talking
was
really
watching.
loud. She didn't realize how loud she was talking. Isn't this cute? Sending you a long distance hug. So cute. So there's some ideas for Pawsitively Presley. I wanted to play. Okay.
Yay.
So if you want to pick up that stamp set, it is available in our store at www.momomadeit.com. Tamitha has posted the link there in the chat, so you can just click on that and it'll take you straight to it if you would like to purchase that set.
You want to see the sneak peek for Saturday night?
That's all they get, for
No.
real.
Y'all know me. I'll sit here and show the whole thing. This thing inside of here, I've never made before. There's several things about, you see that in there? There's several things about this I've never done before. There's something here inside of here I've never done before. There's something inside of here I've never done before. And this whole situation here, let me let my camera come back. This whole situation here, never done before. So there's 3 different techniques in here I've never done. Okay. I'm going to go up close and give you a sneak. Hold on, just stick with me. There's a sneak. You're going to want to see it. Like, Lori's like, wow, awesome sneak. If you love a waterfall album, don't miss this one. This folio, the reason I did this one, I wanted to make an album where you could print out some 4x6 photos from your local photo place. Maybe you give this as a gift and you don't want them to have to think, I got to print a 2x3 and a 3x3 and a 4x4, whatever. You just want to print out some 4x6 photos and glue them in. That's what this is for. Okay. And the thing inside, the technique inside, I have never done before. I'd never seen it until this week. And I was like, I got to do that. So that's why you're getting that one from me. So check it out. Saturday night, you get just a little sneak peek. Let's do some across the miles. Let's do it. Addy, where you at?
She's over there.
Oh, she done with us? Okay.
Yeah.
She done with us.
She put the headphones in.
Did she? Both of them?
Uh-huh.
She's done. Okay. Here's
She
a little
went
note.
traveling.
This is cute. This is a pretty card. Look at this card. Look at that cross. I love that cross. That's from one of our Sam sets. I love that. And I love what they paper piece. Look at, I don't know who the card is from. I hadn't read it yet, but look how it's paper piece. Isn't that cute? What Sam set is that from? Why did I do that to myself? Somebody will remember. And then that thank you is one of ours. Those hearts are. I love this. This is from Tina McPhail. It says, thank you for all you do, May, Vinny, and staff. Thank you for all your videos, devotions, and love. Y'all are always in my prayers. In Christ, Tina McPhail. Thank you so much for that.
That was in her folio that she mailed.
This was, these colors are so gorgeous.
I think that's her folio too.
In these
Yes.
colors? Oh,
I didn't
that's gonna
open
be
it all the
fun.
way up. I just opened it to make sure it was a folio
That card is gorgeous.
and saw the card. So I pulled it out.
Here's another card from Across the Miles from Made It. Look at this one. You are a shining light. I like how they did the paper piecing here. Can you see? Those are pieces of paper that are embossed. Gorgeous. Oh, let me look because I didn't read it. This is from Julie Riddle. It says, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to meet with Bill and myself. Our trip to your store was such great fun. I've learned so much from your tutorials. My 4-year-old granddaughter heard someone tell me how talented I am, and Piper said, no, she's not. She just watches May all the time. And then she says she's not wrong. Thanks again. Many blessings, Julie Riddle. Julie, you are talented. I
Nothing
love
like those
that.
4-year-olds to bring
Those
you down to
4-year-olds.
earth.
Listen, I got him in this room right now. I'm rely on you too. So. Although that one, how old are you over there, Emmy?
How old are you, Amy? How old are you? Hold your hand up and show them.
That many. She told me things are different when you turn 5. When she got here, she said, y'all just wait. You're going to get 5-year-old hugs. That's what she told us. It was cute.
I'm getting more love from her at 5 than I have before.
You are getting a lot of love from her lately.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what this says. Look at this beautiful card. That peach is from our peach stamp set. Isn't it pretty? You're the peachiest on the front. Your kindness left me speechless. Thank you for the Acropolis. See you in October. Lainey and Joe. That is so, it's Lonnie.
Lonnie.
It's Lonnie and Joe. I don't know why I even said that. I know that.
Lonnie.
She says, Dear May, Vinny, Shannon, and staff, Joe and I had a great time during Craft-a-CROPolis. A friend asked me if you were just as nice in person as you are on YouTube, and my reply was a resounding yes. You and your staff were the epitome of Southern hospitality. That's sweet. I purchased my ticket and booked the hotel for October. I can't wait. Joe says he's looking forward to finding more treasures at Rodney's. That's how he refers to rusty relics. I love that.
Rodney.
Tamitha, Angie, and Shannon are absolute gems. We hope everyone has a safe and enjoyable summer. We'll see you in October. P.S. I've booked my calendar for July 23rd to the 25th. That is our Christmas event, which hopefully early next week I'll be bringing you more info about the Christmas. It's an online event we're doing with Dress My Craft. We have our final phone call in the morning. It is scheduled and ready to go. So hopefully you'll hear more about the July event. But mark your calendar for the 23rd to the 25th. And Lonnie, thank you so much. You are so sweet. People have talked about Lonnie. Like everybody's like, you remember Lonnie? You remember Lonnie? So it was nice to meet you, and it's gonna be fun to see you year after year at event after event. This is so cute.
Let's watch Grams.
Look at this card. Y'all like, show it to us. We will. Look, it's a little tote bag. Are you kidding me? It's adorable. This pulls out and it says, "Newsflash, you're fabulous." And this one pulls out and says, "Thank you for everything. Your kindness made my day." And it slides back in.
That's so
Does this come out?
cute.
It doesn't. It's got a little water bottle. And then on the inside it says, "Dear Shannon, I just want to thank you for sending the folio links. I'm so happy that you put them in order." Love that. All 4 folio designs are great, and I enjoy watching how you and May each decorate differently. So many ideas. Looking forward to more great ideas. Hugs from Becky Chapman.
Aw,
Very
that's so
pretty.
cute.
There's your
Thank
card.
you.
So if you don't know,
Look at
she's
my
talking about year of folios. We do year of folios together, and we
Yeah.
start
Isn't
this
it
month
pretty?
back on A. So
It's a
that's
little
exciting because
tote
we'll get to do it a
bag.
little bit different this time. And I know you're waiting on the B part for D. It's coming. I promise.
Is it
Shannon and
there?
I have been spending our mornings with 40 youngsters. We've been at VBS teaching and we've had a great time. Had a great time. But tomorrow's the last day, and I feel like we get back to normal work next week. I mean, I feel like there's
Maybe.
nothing on the. It shouldn't be
Maybe.
normal work. Should be normal work next week.
What is
So,
normal?
I don't know what normal is. Do
We
know
don't- I
normal?
mean,
What is normal? So Amber has tasked
Don't
me
care.
with a job. She wants
It's a
me
beach
to go over some items in our store that we don't always show. Some things we have, but we don't always talk about. They're not always like the feature, or maybe they were featured and then they're not featured.
go
And
see
so
what
we're going to
Addy's
go
doing
over
for
that
the
a
one.
little bit here
Well, sit still.
for the product. But
Oh,
before I do,
wiggle.
any questions about anything we said so far? Thank you so much, Judy. Oh my goodness. You guys, can I tell you something? I'm so excited about Christmas in July. My wheels are already turning. I am so ready for Christmas in July. I'm so ready that I would put up Christmas trees. I know. I've never
Not
really been
next
that
week.
person, but I'm so ready. I would put up a Christmas tree and play Christmas
Well,
music all of July.
You could put it up because we just pulled them into the back room. So
plug it in.
we could pull one.
I honestly feel
Down the
like we
hallway.
just put them up,
We did.
but I'm okay with that because I want
I
Christmas
mean,
all the time. All the time. And I know, let me speak to my friends who do not like Christmas in July. I get it. I really do. I feel for you and I get it. The reason we have always done Christmas in July is because crafters craft for Christmas, not
don't lay
at
your hand on my
Christmas.
shoulder.
We try to get our projects done and get things made for everybody.
Just sit like that.
And this year, I'm going to try so hard to do some Christmas sewing in July also. I've never done that on my channel. I have got a plan to show y'all. Listen, please go subscribe to my Sew It channel, whether you sew or not. Here's why. I'm going to bring to you in July. I've already bought the stuff for it. I'm going to bring to you in July the purse that I want to say made me famous. It didn't make me famous, but like if I carried this purse around, every single time I did, I sold it off my arm. Didn't I? Every time I carried this purse, somebody wanted to buy it off my arm. And I'm going to bring that to you because I've never done that on YouTube. That's something I was doing years before YouTube was ever even a thing. And I remember this one year, my mom and I were on a mother-daughter retreat, and we both had one of my purses on our arm. And we were walking around this little town, and people stopped us. And Mother and I both sold our purses off of our arm, and we carried our stuff home in Dollar General bags. Never forget, because Mom was going to have a Dollar General bag. But I cannot wait to bring that to you. It's a Christmas theme idea, so be sure to go subscribe over there too. Let's see. Look at there. Look at there. These are something you purchase and then send like Tim, somebody else. All right, let's see what she's pulled for us tonight. This is something. We have these items for Diamond Dots, but we also have Diamond Dot kits. We have the big ones that look like art. We have cards. We have the card Diamond Dots that are super fun to do. This is the toolkit. I know why she wanted me to show you this. This came in after our Diamond Dots did, and I showed y'all Diamond Dots. But these, I think we had like one come in, and now this set has come back in, or we got the additional ones in. And so here's what this has inside of it: 2 tweezers, 3 styluses, three styluses, 1 with 6 dots heads, 1 with mini spatula head, 3 trays, 6 wax pieces, 1 dot spatula, and 1 dot scoop. So if you do dots, this is a handy little toolkit to have. And this is the roller to press everything down after you've done it. So these pieces are in stock. Doing my job. If Amber's watching, I want kudos. Oh, look. These are what we have in stock here on the cards. These are so cute. We don't have a lot of the cards left right now. I can tell you that because I have looked. But look at this. If you're looking for something to do, I'll tell you something else this would be cute to do. Buy these and send them with your gifts. People love to do this, but people who don't craft all the time would love this smaller version. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you're not really a big crafter, but you can make this smaller version and then send a card to somebody or just frame it and save it. Think about these as gifts, even if you don't want to do them, but they're so cute. Addie told me she loves this one. I think that means tomorrow she gets to shop. I think that means she wants to get this one. That one's so pretty. And these have your diamonds and your dots in them. They don't all come with the kit. So you do have to pay attention to that. They don't all come with this kit, but they do have the dots in them. There's the cupcake.
You like the cupcake?
Another little unicorn.
Beautiful.
Hearts, which is super cute. And then balloons. These are so pretty done in person. They're so cute. What else is in here that goes with dots? Anything?
That one is pretty.
See, these are things I don't use all the time, but when I use them, I'm glad we have them in stock. I'm glad she pulled these things because you guys may not even know about them. Because like I said, I don't use them all the time, but when I do, this is what I lean into. So this is triple thick. You guys use triple thick? Have you ever tried it? It's the most, I didn't know we had all these sizes either. I'm very excited to see this. So if you just want to dip your toes in triple thick, pick this up. Here's what I love about it. There's a video on my channel, and I did not tell Tamitha, so she's not going to be able to find it, where I took some stamps, colored them, cut them out, and turned them into earrings using triple thick. I also took some stamps, colored them, cut them out with some punches, turned them into charms, and put them on hair bows. So cute. And the triple thick, it is self-leveling. And so when you use it, you put it over your product, and it self-levels out. You just make sure you don't have any little bubbles. You don't want to shake this product. Make sure there's no bubbles, and it just dries and gives you this smooth finish off the top, over the top. You don't have to heat it. You don't have to mix it. You don't have to nothing. It is done, and it is beautiful. Check out videos on triple thick. Check out mine if you can find it. That's not a video, right?
She's already posted the link to it. Oh, that
To
may be the
I don't
product.
think that's to the video, but I have a video. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you that thing that I did with the hair bow, if I remember correctly, is one of the reasons that the channel became May Made It, because I want to say Lydia was wearing one of the hair bows I did with the little charmy thing, and somebody said, "Where'd you get that hair bow?" And my sister-in-law said her May made it. And when she said that, I looked at Vince and I went, "That's it. That's the name of the channel." So that's how we did that. It was super fun.
It looks like a couple people use triple thick with their diamond dots.
Oh,
it helps keep the diamond dots in place.
That is really a good idea. So you pour it over top? Is that what you're saying? You pour it over top? Or this guy is so cute. This is a wooden embroidery hoop frame. Look how cute this is. 2 large, 2 medium, and 2 small. They're too deep in there. So they're laid in there too deep. So you get 6 of these guys. So cute for cards. These would be cute if you had photos you wanted to put inside here and then pour your triple thick in and let it level out. So cute. Love this. Love these. Then this is something else I'm happy we have. She did good on this. This is something I love that we have, and I use it a good bit, but I don't always just like take time to show you in a video. So this is Fabri-Tac. The way I got introduced to Fabri-Tac was those purses I used to make. The purses I used to make back in the day had these they had feather line. You remember those bags?
Yes.
Who remembers the bags with the feather boas around them? Everybody was making them. I was making them. That's when I started using Fabri-Tac, was to put my feather boas down. And since then, I use it for lots of things. One of my favorite things to use it for is if you are putting down metal or something into a paper project. This works really well with like charms and buttons and stuff, gluing them down. Love this for that. But you can use it everywhere. Okay. This one is the stretch. I got this for Brenda Berry. Brenda takes vintage linen and lace and things like that, and she glues it on the denim wearable art, and this works really well for that, so it can stretch when you sit, especially if you're using stretched denim, right? So consider this for, and this is for fabric. Let me read it to you. Bonds fabric, lace, glass, leather, wood, and trims. It's a premium glue. It grabs fast and dries clear. It's acid free and washable. Let me see if it says anything else you need to know. This is 2 sizes plus the stretch. The stretch one is stretchable fabrics, knits, t-shirts, dance wear, and more. Dance wear is a good idea if you got to put sequins on something. So we have those. We keep those in stock all the time. See, this is stuff that people don't realize we have in stock all the time. So it's good to show it. This is something we keep all the time. You don't always see it. When I use it, you do. This is the Crocodile Big Bite. This is the big version of, I don't see my hole punch on. Here it is. This is the big version of this little guy. And why you need it, 2 reasons. This one works for like leather. This is what I use at home. When my kids were growing up, I punched belts with it because they would go in and out of their belt loop sizes. And so I use this to punch belts, even Vince's. We've punched yours before with them. And I'm like, I got this. The other thing is, you see this big piece here? On a sewing machine, this is called the throat. And the reason that is because this is how far you can get items into it. This guy lets you get all the way to here and be able to punch a hole right here. This guy right here is so you can put a stopper if you only want to go in this far, this far, this far, and you squeeze it. The other great thing about it is if you have hand dexterity issues, WeAre does this very good. The way they do these down here are easy to squeeze, and this one is easy to squeeze too. And also, it sits up on the desk so you can push down on it. It will also
gives you a little more leverage.
Yeah. It also sets eyelets, and it does 2 holes. It does what this does, just bigger, and gives you a deeper space to do that, which is really cool. So this is something, this is one of those things to put on like your wish list. This is something like if Christmas or birthday or something, this is a good thing. You will never be sad you own one of these, because who has one? If you have one, say, got one, love it, or don't love it. I think you love it. I think you love it. These little guys, I got these in because I thought they were super cute for just doing family recipes. This is not so much like a, I don't know, like a folio or something like that. They're just really cute. This guy is a kit that has 8 8.5 by 11 top loading pages, 6 8 by 11 inch 2 up page protectors, and then 8 category divider tabs. It also comes with recipe cards. It has 25 recipe cards in this kit. If you want an extra set of 2 up tabs, you know, to hold your recipe cards, this is an extra set that can go with it. So let me see if I don't have a picture of it. Don't I have one of these open? I don't have one open. This is really good if you're wanting something to keep your recipes in. It's just a good little album that you can use also. And she told me to show you this. If you have not done your fabric covered album yet, Amber suggested this is a perfect album to do it with. There's a video I did where I did a fabric covered album. It's right up there. It's really, really pretty. Y'all can see behind Shannon. I don't know. Can you see it? Can they see it in your, I don't think they can see it. Anyway,
Not quite.
I did a fabric covered album that took me back to my childhood.
There it is.
And yeah, point to it. There it is at the very top up there. And then this is what I use to wrap around my album and put the fabric around. And so Amber's like, I pulled this because this and this would be really cool to do a recipe album for Christmas. And if you don't love the cover of this, it doesn't matter because you cover it with fabric of your choice. So we carry the warm and white, and then we have the albums too. And this also works on any album. You can use that if you want to do the fabric covered albums. Who did a fabric covered album in their life? I feel like I'm doing VBS today. In VBS, we had a game that said stand up if you. That's what it feels like. Stand up if you've made a fabric covered album. Speaking of fabric, wow, she did good. Do you guys know we carry ribbon? I don't always use ribbon on my projects. This ribbon right here, stop what you're doing and put this in your cart. It is the cutest ribbon ever. I know I have one of these open, and I really don't want to open this.
Here.
Do you see it? It is the cutest ribbon.
Sorry.
There we go. That I have ever seen. Here's a tip. You can take this tip from us because this stuff is so reusable. How did we get around without yellow tape before,
I don't
Shannon?
know. It's the best stuff ever.
Look at this ribbon.
It seals everything.
It is so stinking cute. If you do blue and white Christmas, this is your ribbon. Can you see this with snowflakes and snowmen?
4th of July.
4th of July. This one, and I want this in every color, but I can only find it in the blue. I want it in black and red and green. Can you see it for Christmas and the holidays? But grab this blue, especially if you do blue and white Christmas. And if you want to steal our tip, you just stick it here while you're using it. Stick it here to hold it down. It's a good one. All right, so grab that one. You see how thin this ribbon is? This is 1/8 inch green satin, and I want to say it's double face. Double satin, so you don't get that matte finish on the inside. You get satin on both sides. Beautiful for Christmas cards. This one is hot pink, double face satin. This one is 3/8. This is a navy, not navy. It's kind of a royal. What color is it? It says navy blazer, double face satin in 3/8. Also, guys, this is like, how much do you get on here? Let's see, 5 meters. A meter is more than a yard, right? Here's the white double face, green double face. I love the 3/8 for card making. I feel like it's a good size for card making. And tags, baby blue, gray. We carry this every day. Just you guys kind of forget sometimes we have it. Black. This one is this the same one? No, this one is the off-ray version.
5.468 yards.
So it's a little more than a yard. That's cool. I don't see the color on this one. It's another blue. It's not quite the same blue. Let me bring this one back. See, this is more navy. This is off-ray if you're looking for the navy one. And this one is Craft Perfect if you like the blue. Or that's kind of nautical blue when you see it like this. Pretty. And then black. And this one, do not sleep on this brown ribbon. I do not know why people do not understand you need brown ribbon. I have been shocked how many times we could use brown ribbon. Have you? I mean, with our green things, with our reindeer things, with our, if you're doing a hot dog card, anything you're doing that has brown, you can use this brown ribbon. Don't sleep on that. I think people are like, I don't need brown. You'll be surprised.
Double faced is the same on both sides. So what you see on the roll, when you flip the ribbon over, it looks the exact same.
There is a ribbon that is not double faced. So you see a shiny side and then a matte finish side. And for me, for card making, although I will use it and I don't have a problem with it, but our bows are kind of so small a lot of times that you can really see the inside and the outside really well. So I like these double faced versions. So move those over there. Here's another thing. She did this for Christmas in July. Look at this. She got these ready. Look, you need your buttons. These treasure. This is Island Margarita. Autumn themes, exactly. Neutrality. This one is like whites and blacks and creams. And look, you have charms. The whole little thingy. Look at there. They also come in these little containers. They're so great. Look at the red. There's one of those little flowers in there. There's different, it's not just buttons. There's also little charms kind of things. And then the sea salt color. And look, you get these at home and you stack them up. I love that. I love being able to see through them. Also, these are buttons, they don't have to be anything else. You can use them for everyday buttons. You don't have to use them for just charms and in your paper crafting. They're just buttons. I asked her, was it this one? Yes. Did I show y'all this punch? I think we got this punch in and I never showed it. And if I did show it, I skimmed over it and forgot. We were at Craft-a-CROPolis, and who had this punch? Who had this punch?
Was it April?
I don't remember who had this punch, but I was like, why do I not carry that bunch of punch in my store? There's another punch too. I think we talked about that already. Did I show y'all this one? So this punch does this. I don't think I kept one of these. I'm keeping this one. It came in when y'all were. Did I show
I
this?
can't remember.
I don't
Isn't
remember
that
either.
the-
Tanya had it. There we go. Tanya had
I
it.
thought it was Tanya.
And I was like, we need this punch. Did I show this, y'all?
You did.
You think I did? Did I punch
Tabitha
it?
said you did.
Did I punch it?
Well, you are now. I was in there you doing products, so I don't know honestly if you showed it or
Look at that shape. Why do I feel like I did? Because I told y'all if you had like a craft booth
you did.
or if you sold things, this would be good to have. When she had this, I thought, why do I not carry that? Why do I not have that in my store? And Tanya, what were you using it for? I don't remember.
She said you did not punch it.
I didn't punch it. Look at that. Tanya was using it for, good Lord. You know, I've slept since Craft-a-CROPolis.
Really?
A little, at least.
Very little, but I have. Isn't this cool? I didn't think I punched it. Here's what I like too.
Cool.
Look how it holds the little offshoots. I had it just in case I needed it. I think this is really cool if you have a booth, like if you have a vintage booth, if you make earrings and you want to make your own hang tag cards. Missy would love this punch. Let me tell you why this is good. Do you see that piece right there? More people need to understand the importance of that piece, don't they, Shannon?
What?
That we get product all the time that does not have that divot, and it's so annoying when you hang the product up. They don't hang straight; they're all crooked.
It needs that, or it needs to have this.
That's right, something to hold things still.
Something.
So I love it. I had a quilt shop. I never want to see that shape again. Oh gosh,
Things,
I would love to have a quilt shop. That would be a fun thing to do too.
things
Okay.
that don't hang straight drive us crazy.
I'm fortunate I have a quilt shop in my back door, so who has more fabric than I can shake a stick at. I'm pretty well off with fabric over there. Okay, let me see. She is practically in the back door. So charming. If you've never looked her up, look her up. Super cute. This die. Look at this great die. I love this. I kind of want to do, I don't know. I shouldn't say. Be watching for this kind of stuff on my shorts. I hate saying that because it sounds weird. What I love about this die set is you get this balloon set here with all the ribbons and the little bow, but you get a separate balloon too that you can put anywhere you want in any way you want. Super
So
cute.
it sounds like you're saying, watch this. You're going to see them on my shorts.
Maybe.
Like your
On my clothing shorts?
Yeah.
How about a woven? Is this woven? This is Tim Holtz Intertwine.
So good.
It is good. I will say this, Kate. I love Tim. Love him. This color does this no justice. If you're looking at this, you're like, I don't really want that because it's the colorway. Do this in a tan, a cream, a white, a brown. You don't see those kind of gray shades in there. You see just the texture, and it's beautiful. Beautiful. How about this one, which is called Bohemian Botanicals? By the way, these are 3D. You cannot beat the impression you get here. Oh, that's pretty. Then, what is this one called? Mark Making Hearts. Look how pretty this is. This is cute. These are the kind of things you just need in your stash. Oh, I like this one. Look. Ornamental shapes. That one's good. I saw somebody the other day. They did a background like this, and then they ran. How did they do this? They did a all over background. Then did they run another embossing folder through it? And it left this texture, because the 3D will leave the texture even if you run another one through. I cannot remember how she did that. I'm gonna have to look that video up and try to do that for you. This one is so cute. Look at these thinlets. Look at this. Look at all the pieces you get. I have this over on my folio desk because I'm going to use this in a folio. I think this clipboard is the cutest thing ever.
Oh, it's precious.
And this comes with its own storage envelope. These right here are incredible. Okay. I did something. I got Amber. So I have not had Matty's dies in the online store in a while. We had one or two over there. Okay. I had Amber pull some Matty's dies from the retail store to put online for you guys. This is the zipper. It's really, really cute. I have a video using this. You can check that one out. I can use it again if you'd like. This is the pocket tag set. These are the most useful dies. If you weren't able to get them the last time, this is a pocket set of dies that go into a folio so you can slip tags and photos into. Love these. Look at this one. This is the corner pockets, the nesting corner pockets. I use this as a closure on one of my folios. This one is the nesting or the slot corner pocket. You can mix these and match these, which is really cool. Look at this one. So pretty. Pattern journal pocket. Oh, good. I'm going to show you the backs too. Let me put that one down for just a second. Look at this to kind of give you an idea of what these do. We're going to have more Matty's dies coming. Amber said today, can I order more? I said, you sure can. So check this out. This one comes the pocket, the layering die, and the slot die. Okay. On this one, you get the slot die with the, what are those called? Binding tabs. That's what I'm going to call them, binding tabs. This one, you get all of those layers plus that little filigree layer. Love this. This one looks like this. What you get here is this piece. Those pieces fold around. You get this little piece and it mats. That's what I love about these because you don't have to do any fancy footwork. You just cut them out. And then this one, look at all the pieces you get to layer on each other. Then this one, this little zipper piece. This is cute. If you're doing something for a kid, a guy, somebody that's into sports, this is so cute to kind of make it look like a hoodie, like make it look like a jacket in their sport colors. It's really cute. Okay, the one I put down for a second, you got to see this one. I almost picked this one up the other day. Okay, look how gorgeous this is. Here's what I want to do with this die. I'm going to tell you what I want to do. I'm going to sit down one day and get it done. I want to cut this out of a card front. I want to pull the pieces out. Say you cut it out of a white card front, right? Pull the pieces out. Put the negative space aside. Color the flowers in all the colors. Okay. Put it back onto the card front and put them in like a puzzle. They'll all have like a white border around them, or do it in black and do the flowers in like really bright Lisa Frank colors. I think it'd be so pretty. Love that. Then these guys, these are our, we have a couple. This is the keepsake envelope. You guys love this. We sold out of these when we showed these the first time. They're those little keepsake envelopes for folios. They're clear plastic. You can put goodies in them and seal them shut, and you can see what's inside of them. So cute. These guys are our self-sealing laminating pouches, which I use to make the little books that I keep. Like you can laminate cards, and then you can poke holes in the side with the disc punch, and you can make little books out of them. So there's those.
Tamitha says she needs you to slow down just a little bit.
Tamitha, I have 2 granddaughters that are doing all they can do to be calm. Who's going to lose it first, you or them? Which one's pitching a fit first? Are you going to pitch a fit, Tam?
She's already typed it in bold letters.
Bold letters. All right, who pitched the fit first? Today, Addy said to Emmy, what was it she was talking about? I can't remember. She said, you remember, you get what you get, and you do not pitch a fit. Oh, Tamitha said she's pitching the fit first.
Yep.
I'm paused. Only have 2 more things to show. 2 more things.
Is that what you have in your hand?
Mm-hmm.
What about them other things?
I'll show them. What happens is every time I show that, people are like, what do you do with it? And I'm like, I don't have a video of it yet.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll show it.
She's ready.
She said, okay, proceed. Are you not pitching a fit? This guy, it's the ink den. I love my ink den. Mine is over here. No, it's not. It's out there in the demo area. This is the ink den. If you're not familiar with the ink den, this is a product that me and my friend Clack did. Here we are right down here. And it is so that you can ink using brushes and daubers and things like that. And you put one in. Oh, it's not this one. I didn't let him do that one. I should have let him do that one. Did not let him do that size. And he meant he wanted to do that size. That was on me. Okay, so look, these guys sink in, but you notice there's multiple lines. It's because each hole can hold multiple
ink pads.
Ink pad sizes. Okay. So for example, each hole can hold these ink pads. Okay. So if I take these out, this one can go here, and can go here. And then when you are using them, do you see how this has feet on the bottom? These grippy feet. When you're using it with your brushes, it holds it still for you so you can ink up and use your brushes. Okay. Then if you want to do VersaClair in each one. You could put a VersaClair in, see how it fits. A VersaClair, a VersaClair. Maybe you want to do Distress ink. Fits here, fits here. Sometimes it's wood. Sometimes you have to work it out.
You got to wiggle it.
Fits there and then fits here. So you can put your Distress ink in. You can do 3 different inks at a time, which is what I wanted, was to be able to do that. So if I wanted this and then this and then this. So love this guy. This is something that we did together a couple years ago now. I cannot believe it's been a couple years now I think about it. But it's been 4 open houses ago. That's crazy, isn't it? It don't seem like that long, does it, Shannon, that we did this a couple years ago?
No.
Love this guy. He's called the Ink Den because he's a den that holds the ink. Mine has weenie dog stickers in it. Just saying, you can customize them. Ben, and I don't have this in here either because it's all in the demo area. This is my Ink Bandit. Do you have one over there? Is there one sitting over there?
No, mine's
It's in there in the demo
wherever
area.
the.
They don't make noise when you're using them. It holds everything still. For example, if you were going to use this die, you could cut all these pieces out, put 3 different colors in there. If you have more ink dens, you could do 6 colors, 9 colors, ever how many you have. And then you can put this down and work with it, pick up ink, work with it, pick up ink, work with it. And your ink pad is not going all over the place. And you don't have to have 4, you'll have to have 3 different ink dens for different ink pads. That's what I wanted. I wanted you to be able to use multiple ink pads with 1 ink den. I really should have let him do this size. He was like, let me do it. And I didn't. So we may need to do it again. We may need to do one that works for these. But I don't typically use this for ink blending. You know, that's why I said don't worry about that. Those other ones are ones I do. All right. Where are we at? Any questions we didn't answer? Did anything fly by? Oh, they don't make noise when you, yes, I said that. Can you get 1/16? 1/16 what? Exactly sure what 1/16 means. I'll tell you this. This is the Ink Bandit. This is fun. Memo, will you and Vinny be in the shop next week? My granddaughter and I are planning to visit from Georgia. I want to meet y'all, but I want to shop too. We will be here in and out next week. If you will email info or call and let them know you're coming, they'll put you on the calendar. I'm glad you brought that up. I would really love it if y'all would do that. In the summertime, what I've been doing, I don't guess I've told them I've moved stuff, have I? I got lucky enough to be able to move my sewing studio downstairs at my house. And now I'm moving a paper studio, not moving, I'm establishing a paper studio down there too, so that I can film from home. Because as you know, we took up golf and you golf in the daylight, but I can work in the dark. My daddy used to say, you're burning daylight. Well, we can go golf in the daylight and I can work at night, right? So we're trying to spend more time together doing that also and kind of working my schedule around it. But I don't want to miss anyone. So if you're coming to visit us, please, 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 just let us know. They put it on a calendar. The calendar goes to my phone and I kind of know, right? All right. This is my Ink Bandit.
She's referring to 1/16 inch wide ribbon.
1/16. Do they make a 1/16 ribbon?
She says she uses it for tags for ornaments and
I'll have to
weaving
look into
in
that.
cards.
We have 1/8 inch. I don't know if we can get 16th. I'll have to look and see, but that's a good question. No, Lori, I do not.
She does not.
Do not. This guy right here is my Ink Bandit. And what I love it for is, here's why I wanted it. When I first got my Misty, when I got it for the first time, I love my Misty. I love my stamp wheel. I love all of them. What I didn't love was having to open my ink pad, use it, close it, sit it down. Open it, use it, close it, sit it down. You know, if I'm doing like a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So here's what I did instead. I came up with this idea and asked Clack if he could make it for me. This is the Ink Bandit. You can see it's got some dimension to it, and it's got these rubber bands. They're just, I think they're number 10 rubber bands. I can't remember exactly. I think they're number 10. So what you do is you ink up whatever you're doing, and then you place it on the rubber bands like this. The reason I did rubber bands is because it doesn't pull the ink out of your ink pad. I had considered doing like twine or something like that we could just rope around in there. The problem is fabric pulled ink from the pad, but the rubber doesn't. It just kind of sits there. Now it also doesn't dry. Okay. So your ink just kind of sits there. It's always wet. A lot of people say to me, what do I do when I change out my ink color? It's best to change the rubber bands if you're going to change the ink colors, or have multiples. If you have multiples, you can just do your darks, your mids, your lights, your things like that. This makes, when you're making 50 cards, when you're stamping 100 things, this makes life so easy. You just do this. Now, I will tell you this. I've had some people ask a question, which I think I'm glad they asked, because I never thought about the confusion. I've had people say, doesn't your ink pad dry out? This is not made for storing your ink pad. This is made for when you're using it and you're making multiples of something. It's just for that time, so you don't have to do that up, down, close, open motion all the time. So when you get this guy, on the back, you will see assembly instructions here. But better than that, I have a video on my channel where I show you how I covered mine with cardstock, how I did my corners, and how I put the whole thing together. So there's a whole video showing you how to put it together. Now, I want to say, so we were offered the SVG file for this, for the paper here. The thing is, the SVG file cuts the paper of these little teeth also. And honestly, you don't really need to cover those. They're just kind of there to hold the rubber bands. And I think they get a pretty good grip like this. So this is just strips of cardstock that I'm covering with. I didn't take the SVG, but he does. If you want it, I can get it if you want it. I just didn't see, it's just squares and rectangles that cover it. So that's what I did with it. And yes, full video in real-time motion showing you how to put it together. It's very easy to put together. It's just a bunch of teeth that go together. Super easy. It does come with your first set of rubber bands. And I want to say Amber linked the kind that you need. If she didn't, we will link in the product the rubber bands. We get them on Amazon, and we can link those if you need to replace your rubber bands. I did it.
You're so good.
Great job.
Now I'm going to take a nap.
Poor Shannon is exhausted and ready to go home.
She's been babysitting.
She's been babysitting tonight.
They're good.
They have been really good.
Little was like
She's dead.
this close to sleeping.
She's
This
dead. Isn't
close.
she?
And she realized it, and then it was like up. I can't.
That's sweet. She did this last night too. She was very tired. So we're gonna have to run.
I think
But-
Addy had something she wanted to show.
She
Can she
did.
show?
She wants to show
To
you guys.
grands.
If you guys don't know, Addy and Emmy are our grandchildren, two of our
To go
three.
the other way. Go
Go
by
the other
Pops.
way, Dad. Two of our three grandchildren, and they are here with us for the week. And we have been going to VBS together. And they were on the live show Tuesday. Why? We can tell what we can tell
Hey, go
that.
get yours.
So we
you
were
can
going to
show.
To
It's
VBS.
over there by the chair.
And then she made this tonight. Did you make this while we were live?
Yes.
You want to probably should pull it out a little bit so they
Go
can see
that
what
side.
it is.
Yep.
Look at that. Here we go.
Hmm.
There it is. Look at that.
Someone
Look
else
at
made
that.
one too.
Oh, we have another. You're getting ready for Christmas in July, Em. This is Christmas colors, right? Look
Well,
at Emmy.
it's
They made this while we were live.
it's the paper that I would let them use.
Oh. Oh, this is VBS paper.
It is.
So they've been
Very
crafting.
good.
I'm going to be sharing a photo. I'm not sure when or where. I'm not sure where it's going to be. Probably everywhere. Of the mess Addy made when she made one card.
Well, it was actually 2.
It was two.
Is that
But can I ask you a question?
Christmas,
It is. Can I ask you a question though? Was it? Did the mess change with the second card, or was it the same mess?
Same.
Yeah, same mess. So, I heard you're sleepy. I gave you too much sugar, didn't I? We introduced her to ice cream nachos before the live show, and that might have
Probably
been a
was a
mistake.
bad
And we
idea.
It probably was a
haven't
mistake.
even-
Nah.
We haven't even ate dinner.
We haven't had dinner. We're gonna do that next. We're gonna get dinner. We're gonna see me and my granddad. Then we're going home and have a snack tray.
If you have dinner at our house,
You
I'm
can have-
starving.
You can have food at Meemaw. She's gonna have food for you. She'll try to give you food. You know that. All right, you guys. Addy,
Seriously?
Hey.
we pray when we leave our show at night. Do you want to say our prayer tonight? No. Okay. Just thought I'd ask because you're such a good prayer. You pray
Yeah.
so
Next
well.
time y'all are at Three Amigos, just ask them for
Ice cream
nachos. You will not be disappointed. I
They're
promise.
actually called sopapilla nachos.
Yeah,
I think,
sopapilla
but they're
nachos.
divine, and you can share them.
Share
If
them
there's
with
like
a friend.
3 or 4 people at your table, share 3 or
Yeah.
we got 2 for 5 of us, so there's plenty to share. This girl though, What do you think of them?
Yummy.
This is my sweet eater right here. She likes her sweets. You like them too, but this girl right here likes her sweets.
You like food.
What'd you have for dessert? Listen, I'm the worst grandparent. What'd you have for dessert at lunch? What'd you have? Peanut butter.
Peanut butter cake.
She had old-fashioned peanut butter cake. All right, so what we're going to do y'all want to go back over there while Pops prays? You want to go back to your show? You only got a few minutes, okay? We're closing out the show. You can stay here if you want to, but Pops is going to pray for us. Yeah? You want to pray? You want to say a prayer for us tonight? Really? I'd love that. Do you want to close us out in prayer? All right. We're gonna let Emmy pray. You ready? What do you say? Say everybody pray.
God, thank you for a time spent all together. Amen.
Amen, girl.
Amen.
That was awesome. Thank you for praying for us. You're so sweet. All right, run over there and get everything wrapped up. Get your stuff together so we can head out, okay? Grab her stuff. She is so sleepy. She just grabbed her ear. She's sleeping. All right. You want to close this in prayer?
Yeah, let me close this, guys. Hey, God, thanks for today. Thanks for this great time we could share together tonight. Thanks for the precious time that we get to share with our subscribers. God, it means so much to us to get to fellowship with them just for a little while. And we just thank you for that. I pray, God, for those that are struggling, those that are hurting, those that are going through hard times. God, I know you're able to do exceeding and abundantly above all we could ask or think. So, God, for those that are hurting, we put them in your hands and we trust you. We just trust you, God, to do what you do, what only you can do. And we'll give you all the praise and honor and glory at the end. God, thank you so much for protecting Jared and Samantha and little James as they're traveling here from Texas today. I pray, God, you give them safe travel as they arrive in later this evening, and let us have a great Father's Day weekend together. God, I thank you for the fathers in our lives, and for those that were wonderful role models, we thank you. And God, for those that weren't, we just pray, God, that you would help us to look to you to be our Heavenly Father, our role model in life. God, we love you and we praise you now in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. We love you guys. Thanks for being here. Can you say bye? You want to blow a kiss?
Bye.
Bye.
I hope mommy's
This girl.
watching.
She might
Well,
be.
she's driving, so she may be.
All right. We love you
But
guys.
she's not driving.
Till next
All right.
time. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Subscribe.